You know, with everything regarding Ku Klux Kamala Harris, you know, I'm not surprised she's getting all this bad karma lately, okay? I mean, really, since she hit the scene, you know, trying to run for president, it's just been a downward spiral from there. She's absolutely an embarrassment to the country. And, you know, you really got to just, like, thank God that, you know, she did not become the president, okay? That the American people joined together and saw through the nonsense, the liberal media's nonsense, the mainstream media's nonsense, and we joined forces like Voltron and got Trump in office. All right. And yeah, because if we didn't do that, it would be an absolute disaster crap show right now if Kamala Harris was president. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think Kamala Harris would be a better president than Trump? Drop down below in the comments what you guys think. I know that most of her supporters are running and hiding right now because they're playing Tom and Jerry with ice. So there's that. Shout out to the King Squad. Smash the like button, hit subscribe, and let's get right into the video.
Doesn't have anyone who public after that loss. Little trips out into the public after that loss. Kamala Harris doesn't have anyone who likes her, not even in the heart of Los Angeles, where she lives now in the smoldering hills of LA. Kamala Harris went to a basketball game for the Los Angeles Lakers. Now, you'd assume that this woke organization, you know, led by woke LeBron James, would do nothing but cheer for Kamala Harris, that she'd get, you know, sitting there right courtside, okay, and that everybody would, you know, everyone would be standing in the rafters. Here's our California girl. We all love her so much. Not the case. Kamala Harris's final humiliation as former VP sits in the cheap seats at a Laker game, and nobody even cared. Yo, look at this. Kamala Harris, crestfallen Kamala Harris, arrived at the LA Lakers basketball game. Very little fanfare on Thursday night before making her way to the cheap seats in the arena. Harris was trounced by Donald Trump in November's election. Attended the game with her wife, spouse-beating husband, who impregnated the nanny and broke up his first marriage.
Yikes.
And is a woman beater, a guy named Doug Emhoff. Yet the final humiliation for the ex-VP, footage from the arena shows her walking several rows back to her seat in front of the broadcast booth, not even landing a VIP courtside seat. Kamala Harris.
Wow.
Walking back in, no cheering, nothing.
Well, first things first, nobody even likes her anyways. Like, get her out of here. I mean, excuse me. But yeah, you know, nobody even likes her. And on top of that, I'm honestly not even surprised that she's in the cheap seats. Like, she has to pay off all those people that she got to perform. All right. She took all this money and blew it. All right. So are we really surprised that she's sitting in the cheap seats? I mean, I'm not. You know, she's got to pay those performers off. Okay. She's broke from that whole thing. And then you had Trump out here saying, hey, we can help take care of that. You know, consistently showing why he's the man for the job. You know, but, you know, the Democrats, you know, you can do it the easy way or the hard way, and they choose the hard way every time. So, you know, you get what you got.
Kamala Harris having to schlep up into the stands and then was put on the Jumbotron in a deeply embarrassing way, looking completely and totally miserable. Nobody cheering. Nobody cheered for her. So this is the footage from her up on the Jumbotron. Normally people would be like, yay, go you. Or notice this, when she walks in, like, nobody's even standing up to look at her. People are laughing at her. Like Donald Trump. What if Donald Trump walked into an arena? I know what that would be like because I've been there when Donald Trump walked into an arena.
Crazy.
Donald Trump would be mobbed and gets mobbed within an inch of his life. He has to have 50 security guards in every direction because so many people want literally to just even be in the aura of his presence. Kamala Harris, on the other hand, is getting trolled here by two comedians who I think are sitting courtside. Look at how far.
Wow. Just wow. That appears to be them right there from what I'm seeing. And that is pitiful. That is really, that kind of strikes me as pathetic. Now if this was somebody else, then depending on who it is, of course, but if it was just, one of the King Squad members, that's not bad at all, but Kamala Harris, on the other hand, you would think Kamala Harris would be in a much more different position, financially, but yeah, no, she's all the way back there in the cheap seats, and she's one of Trump's biggest haters, and you know what they say, the loudest boos come from the cheapest seats. Shout out to CGA, my life coach, for that. But yeah, so her being one of Trump's biggest haters, and her to try to always rain on Trump's parade, I'm really not surprised she's all the way in the back. I'm really not surprised. Granted, there's nothing wrong with the back seats necessarily, but this is Ku Klux Kamala Harris. She did all this living lavish kind of stuff, and having these top-notch performers, and she's out here with Oprah and stuff like that. You would think that, oh snap, there's Kamala Harris in the house, but no, she's been reduced down to atoms. She's been just reduced down. Would you say that she's gotten a reality check? Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments.
Away Kamala is actually seated. What a total humiliation. Notice how nobody in the crowd even gives an F about her. The clip of her uncomfortable entrance quickly went viral on social media, brutally concluding Kamala Harris and Doug Emhoff arrive at the Lakers game. Pretty much nobody cared. Oof, woof. Look at how far up they have to sit. And look at all these people. Look at all these slobs there in LA. Look at all these degenerate pagan slobs in LA. They're just like, get out of here, lady. She has to sit with her head up against the freaking clapboard. Pretty familiar position for Kamala Harris here. Want proof that Kamala's support was 100% astroturfed and totally fake. Watch her dreary process through the stands of the Lakers game without drawing care of a single person. The most unimportant asterisk in U.S. history.
I also think it's a big deal to recognize the fact that she was selected and not elected. So nobody even wanted her. It's one thing that nobody likes her, but nobody even voted for this chick. Nobody even wanted her. She was literally just thrown on stage because they took Joe Biden's puppet down, and they threw her on stage and told her to tap dance, and she got to shuffling. And that's pretty much, what it was from there on out. So for her to not get, people jumping up, trying to handshake her and hug her and say how much of an impact she had, speaks volumes. It shows you what it really was. It's just hyped up. She was hyped up.
Bye. Kamala Harris went to Laker game and literally nobody cared. Look at this. Out of work, Kamala Harris shows up at Lakers game and nobody cares, has forced to sit in the cheap seats with her abusive husband. Ooh, boy. Oh, man. Don't make Dougie angry. He may throw hands. Kamala Harris is at the Lakers game. Should have saved some of that money, Kamala. What a world. Oh, it's incredible.
Yep.
This dude's a comedian. Should have saved some of that money, Kamala. That's right. Kamala blew through $2 billion.
Yep. Just saying that.
Amazing. Not a single person stood. Isn't this incredible footage? Not a single person stands up.
Yep.
To say hi or anything.
Nobody really cares about her, nobody. And that also shows you how the Democrat Party really is, kind of just use you and toss it to the side if you can't accomplish their agenda.
Nobody stands up. Nobody does anything. Nobody cares. A grifting loser. Nosebleed row 58. Nobody gives a F that she's there. How unburdened her life has become. Kamala went to the Lakers game and looked completely out of place. She ran on a campaign trail claiming to be a huge basketball fan. And she was up on the Jumbotron and no one cheered. Goodness gracious. Look at this. Kamala at a Lakers game. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this ball. Look at this basketball fan. Nobody even nobody looking, nobody caring at all. Nothing. No one even smiling at her. Look at the faces. Here's Kamala. Look at the faces. It's like a Renaissance painting. Look at this guy. Get the hell out of the way. Look at this guy. Look at all these people. They're all, by the way, all these people are voting for like Trump, who runs for a third term, or like J.D. Vance. All these people. They're so sick of the leadership, the DEI nightmarish leadership. Same energy right here. That's exactly right. Two pictures, the same energy.
Yeah, that DEI stuff equals DIE, the death of the country. So shout out to Trump for just bringing common sense back. And Trump is a man of the people, whereas Ku Klux Kamala Harris was trying to, hang the country, like they're trying to crucify the country. Like the stuff she was on was just, sheesh. It was just terrible. Just terrible.
Look at that. Gosh. Kamala Harris gets heckled on Jimmy Kimmel. This was the last time she was in L.A. She was on Jimmy Kimmel, and she could barely keep the conversation going. So many people screaming at her that they hate her. Same thing, Kamala Harris miserably shopping in L.A. Nobody notices her. Nobody cares. You're done, lady. And good riddance, man. Good riddance. Just still one of my all-time favorites. Just one of my all-time favorite stories. Kamala Harris got brutally trolled by protesters in Puerto Rico who sang a protest song at her as she's clapping along with it. The awkward moment when her aide has to translate the protest song against her. We want to know, Kamala, what did you come here for? We want to know what you think of the colony. So they sing this protest song against her, and she has no idea. She loves it. Wow. They're singing a song to me. They love me so much, they've written a song about me. No, they hate you. They're saying that they don't like you. Oh, okay.
Kamala Chameleon in 4K, everyone. Kamala Chameleon in 4K.
Maybe I should stop clapping.
So there we have it. Shout out to our friend Benny Johnson. Definitely a huge friend of the channel. And that's that. When I see this kind of stuff, I'm just like, typical Ku Klux Kamala Harris. Typical heels behind her head Harris. Typical Kamala Harris, sugar baby Harris, Kamala Chameleon. Somebody said Kamala the Lizard one time, like lizard people. I was like, oh, wow. Well, that's new. But yeah, nobody, wanted her. Nobody voted her in, they kind of just forced the Democrats to accept it. And that's how they intended to run the country. And, you really have to be so thankful that she's not in charge, because her money management is just atrocious. Look how she handled those funds with those performers, and then she's in debt. That's not really what we needed moving forward. We're trying to be unburdened by what has been. It's not going to happen when you're out here fumbling the country's resources, okay, all over again. And that's one of the awesome things about Trump, because he's a businessman. He's used to making, the tough decisions, especially, when it comes to like the finances and stuff like that. And he also attracts money. Okay. And he knows how to work these deals and stuff like that. So really great stuff. A lot of prosperity flowing into America, a lot of resources flowing into America with Trump in office. I do not believe any of this, what Trump has accomplished, would have happened if Kamala Harris had won. Let me know if you guys think that if America would be prosperous. Let me know if you guys think America would be prosperous if Kamala Harris won. Drop down below in the comments, you guys. Shout out to the King Squad. I hope everybody has a great and awesome day. Thank you for all donations. Thank you for all positive comments. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.